Hello everyone, I am Elizabeth Thomas from BTech Information Technology. Today I am presenting my internship project titled Food Ordering Web Application, which I completed during my WSC internship. During this internship, I learned full stack web development using the MERN stack and developed a complete food ordering application that allows users to browse restaurants, order food, and manage their accounts. In this presentation, I will explain the project, the technologies used, implementation process, challenges faced, and the knowledge I gained. During this internship, I learned the complete workflow of full stack web development. I built a food ordering web application from scratch using the MERN stack, which include React, Node.js, Express.js, and MongoDB. I understood how the front end communicates with the backend through REST APIs and how data is stored in the database. I also gained practical experience using Git and GitHub for version control and Postman for testing APIs. The main objective of this internship was to learn MERN stack development and understand how real-world web applications are built. I wanted to understand client-server architecture, develop REST APIs, build responsive user interfaces, connect the front-end with the back-end, and gain industry-level development experience. By completing this project, I achieved these goals and became familiar with the complete software development process. This project is an online food ordering application. Users can first register or log in securely. After logging in, they can browse different restaurants, view restaurant menus, select food items, add them to the shopping cart, and finally place an order. Users can also manage their account details. The main aim of this application is to provide a simple, responsive, and user-friendly online food ordering experience similar to modern food delivery platform. To successfully develop this application, several functional requirements were needed. The system should provide secure user authentication so that only registered users can access their accounts. It should display restaurant listing and their menus. Users should be able to add items to the cart, place orders, and the application should store all data securely in MongoDB. Communication between the front-end and back-end happens through REST APIs, and the application is designed to work properly on different screen sizes using responsive design. MERN stack. This project is built using the MERN stack. React is used to create the interactive frontend where users interact with the application. Node.js provides the runtime environment for the backend server, while Express.js is used to build REST APIs that handle requests and responses. MongoDB is a database used to store user information, restaurant details, menu items, and other application data. Together, these four technologies make it possible to build a complete full-stack web application. System architecture. This slide explains how the application works internally. The user first interacts with the React frontend. Whenever the user performs an action such as logging in or placing an order, the frontend sends an API request to the backend developed using Node.js and Express.js. The backend processes the request, perform the required operations, communicate with MongoDB LS to retrieve or store data, and finally sends a response back to the frontend. The frontend then updates the interface instantly and displays the results to the user. Technologies used. Several technologies were used during this project. On the front end, I used React, Redux Toolkit, HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Redux Toolkit helped manage application state efficiently. On the back end, I used Node.js and Express.js to build APIs. MongoDB LS was used as a cloud database. I also used Visual Studio Code as a development environment. Git and GitHub for version control, and Postman for testing the backend APIs before connecting them to the frontend. The project was implemented in different modules. First, I implemented user authentication using JWT for secure login. Next, I developed the restaurant module to display restaurant information and menus. Then I created the shopping cart functionality where users can add or remove food items before placing an order. Redux Toolkit was used for state management across different components. The frontend was integrated with the backend APIs, and MongoDB stored all required data. Error handling was also implemented to improve reliability. Challenges and solutions. During the development process, I faced several challenges. Initially, I experienced MongoDB connection issues, which I solved by correcting the connection string and configuring MongoDB address properly. Some API requests were not working correctly, so I tested and debugged them using Postman. Managing application state became difficult as the project grew. So I implemented Redux toolkit for better state management. JWT authentication ensured secure login and browse. Developer tools along with console log helped me identify and fix errors during debugging. Learning outcomes. This internship helped me gain practical knowledge of mainstack development. I learned how React components are structured, how Express APIs are developed, and how MongoDB perform database operation. I also became familiar with Git and GitHub workflows, API testing using Postman, debugging techniques and full-stack project development. Overall, this internship greatly improved both my technical knowledge and practical programming skills. To conclude, this internship gave me complete understanding of the software development process, from designing the front end to developing the back end and managing the database. Building this food ordering web application helped me improve my programming, debugging, and problem solving skills. It also gave me practical exposure to industry standards, tools, and technologies. Thank you for listening, and thank you. I am providing the demo for the web application I use. First, I am going into the backend folder, and then I'm going into the front end folder. And yeah, you can see that the MongoDB connected, and this runs successfully. Then we can go to the website, and here is the restaurants and the menus, and I'm adding 3 items to the cart, and I am doing the checkout. So we can see the details, and I am providing the delivery address. The payment is proceeded, and the order is successful.